Johnny Waslin basks in it over there on top of the ladder with the button. In goes Pray Again. They're now set. 1400 racing. First to go, Savage One from My Mate, and also out of the gates very quickly is the favourite Advanced. Followed by Pick Your Battles. Right behind those then came Dark Mission getting going. And on its outside, next of all, pulling pretty hard in the early stages, Tiffer's Spoken. Now settling back is Costa del Santo. They're not going overly quickly as My Mate goes up on the inside to take the lead. Above the Peg got back into the field. Pray Again got posted 3 deep. And last of all is, as they work off the far corner, Testing Love with 850 left to go. To the side they run, and My Mate was able to go through. Eventually took the lead 3/4 clear. Running second, Savage One. They're a length and a half. Dark Mission, Pick Your Battles advance right behind them. Then Tiffer's Spoken, who's scouting deeper on the track, and even wider still out near the middle of the course is Pray Again, which has had no favours whatsoever. Then Costa del Santo above the Peg, and Testing Love saw them all at the top of the home straight with 400 left to go. They balance up. My Mate, Savage One. There together, Savage One now reaches the lead from My Mate. Advance called upon. Down the outside, here's above the Peg, letting go with a great turn of acceleration. Inside the 200, Savage One now joined by above the Peg. Testing Love further back is rattling to the line as well. Savage One's come back on the inside of above the Peg. Above the Peg, Savage One in ahead, bobber. Oh, again, there won't be much in it, but maybe above the Peg. Maybe it's above the Peg, which has won at a whisker from Savage One, who would not lay down. Testing Love flew from last on the turn to grab third ahead of Advanced, I'd suggest. In behind them, Costa del Santo, My Mate, Dark Mission, Tiffer's Spoken, Pick Your Battles. And after a very, very tough old run, Pray Again was on its knees back there at the tail. It's a very tight go. Once again, we had a dead heat earlier. Similar circumstance. Savage One. And above the Peg, Savage One. Maybe on this occasion, the outside horse will just get the prevailing bob of these heads on the line. But there isn't a lot between them again. A little more confident maybe here that above the Peg it'll get the verdict. Above the Peg from Savage One, who just kept on fighting tenaciously as Testing Love charged at them a length off those at the finish after being last at the top of the home straight. Above the Peg for the Simon Miller stable, Patrick Carberry. Well, Pat's day's been a good one to date. He won the first on Rev It Up, of course. And now here back in the winner's circle, this time with Above the Peg for the Miller camp, who had another Metropolitan winners list to their run of great performances recently, and challenging as it's turning out now the leading stable, that of Adam Durant, who saddled up Savage One, the runner-up in this race, and getting within about 3 wins of that yard for the trainer's title here in WA. Above the Peg by Blackfriars out of Skyrumba for G, Mrs. D, B, McCrosty, Fred Fairthorn, R. Bavis Civic, and Simon Miller. And posting its 4th win from 8 starts this afternoon. Conceded them a head start, but run them down those leaders. Savage One, by God, has spoken out of Futurism. Clint Johnston, Porter in the saddle. And a 3rd placing to Testing Love, who was very good again late, by Ifraj out of Test Case. Troy Turner for the Stephen Rowe stable. Advance weakened back there into 4th place. Not much given by My Mate, who didn't really let down at all after working its way through to the lead fairly comfortably. The margins to hand in a few moments. They are a short head. It looked a little tighter than that though on the line, but a short head. 3/4 second and third in 1:23.34, 34.96. The concluding 600. A winning double for Pat Carberry today after 5. Going into race 6 at 5 after 3. And in the next, there are no changes. We'll go back and join Brittany now as Simon Miller goes down after another Metro winner had been produced from his yard this afternoon. Above the Peg for the McCrosty family and their partners.
Yeah, and appropriate to be in that close finish with Adam Durant. We know there's not a lot between the pair for this trainer's premiership. Simon Miller gets another one on the board with Above the Peg, winning 3 in a line. Gee, hasn't it made a difference since he's been gelded? Simon, he's just winning for fun.
I think it, in every walks of life, Brittany, it probably helps a lot of people.
Gelding is a good thing, you say?
Well, they run true to form.
Can we expect to see him in 2 weeks' time in a Racontour?
Yeah, I dare say we will. I think the win today was pretty good, aided by an unbelievable ride, but sort of everything you had to be on top of the speed today a little bit, and we've come from a fair way off him, so he's done a good job. Yeah, I dare say he will.
Talk to us about the ride today from Paddy Carberry. He drew 10 and what he was able to do.
We just came up with a plan. If we can slot midfield with cover, that'd be scenario one. Thanks, Paddy. And I said, look, if worst case scenario, just keep coming back, coming out of it. We've taught him to settle the last few runs. So I just saw the photo. We taught him to settle the last couple of runs. So why put him outside the lead when there looked like there was no speed and sacrifice all your good work? So you might, you sacrifice a run today. You lose the battle, but you win the war.
What I have just noticed is you have the lucky sausage dog tie on. Who are you wearing it for today?
I was wearing it for everyone, and the first one went under and I was shattered. So anyhow, we got back on the right track now. So
Can you win the last of three-prong attack highlighted by It's a Ray Day?
yeah, I think I can, Brittany. He's a bloody good horse. I was a bit deflated with the first one, and so I got her scoped and thought she might have bled, but she didn't. So she just had a bit of mucus down there. So we'll treat her and come back and get redemption. And now that he worked with hardly ever Tuesday, and the form's held up from track work, so now I'm a bit confident again. We can blast in the last.
Let's hope there's a bit of luck left in that tie. Well done.
No, there is. We're away.
There is Simon Miller back on the horse, so to speak, after the disappointment of hardly ever going down a little bit earlier. But good information there from Simon, just with that bit of mucus, that perhaps there was a bit of an excuse there for hardly ever, who can be treated now for that. But it was a good win by Above the Peg. We can see him in 2 weeks' time in a Racontour Stakes. Above the Peg takes out race number 5 here at Belmont.